time now here on Live from Paris for Media Watch. Emma James joins us in the studio for that. Hi there, Emma.
Hi there.
And we're starting a look with one particular story, very disturbing story actually, being shared a lot on social media about Salah Abdeslam, of course, the suspect, sole surviving attacker, we believe, from those attacks back in November here in Paris.
Yes, Salah Abdeslam was the world's most wanted man. It now seems he's possibly the world's most hated, because not only does his lawyer describe him as a little jerk with the intellect of an empty ashtray, but also his fellow prisoners don't even like him. This is according to various reports in French media, which have come from prison sources. He, of course, arrived at a French prison on Wednesday, Fleury-Mérogis, and his fellow prisoners apparently booed, whistled, hurled insults at him, not because they disapproved of cold-blooded mass murder, but because they disapproved of him having chickened out.
Because the reports that he was supposed to blow himself as well and then abandon that project. Right?
Exactly. Salah Abdeslam is supposed to have told his lawyer that that was the plan. He was due to blow himself up at the Stade de France, but didn't go ahead with it. Now, according to these reports in French media, those who were hurling the insults were actually radicalised prisoners, because these are inside prison sources, and they are saying that basically they felt he didn't go far enough. Now, obviously, Salah Abdeslam is being kept in isolation, 24-hour surveillance. He's being filmed 24 hours a day, because they cannot possibly risk him being in with the general prison population, for fear, of course, that ideas are shared, but also the fact that he may well be in danger himself.
Okay, yeah, clearly grim scenes there, if that's confirmed, about what's going on in the prison. On a different subject now, you've been looking at how Hillary Clinton has turned one of the words of Donald Trump to her advantage, with a little help, of course, from social media. Tell us more.
Yes, absolutely. Donald Trump claimed that the only reason Hillary Clinton was winning support was because of the woman card. Weirdly, he also claimed that she wasn't actually popular with women. Not an argument that makes a great deal of sense, but anyway. He used that phrase. The hashtag woman card has been trending throughout the week in the United States. Hillary's initial response was this: if fighting for women's health care and paid family leave and equal pay is playing the woman card, then deal me in. That's another hashtag that's been very, very popular this week. Now, her campaign team have obviously been working behind the scenes to see how they can make this work for them. And they've come up with this: a real-life woman card. It's hot pink, and you can get it if you make a donation. The New York Times is reporting on this one, saying that it's an unusual case of life-imitating parody. Hillary Clinton has emailed supporters offering to send them an official hot pink woman card as long as they send her some cash for her campaign. Now, if we take a look at some of the responses, it isn't just women who want these. There are quite a few men out there tweeting about this today. You're damn right I just donated to Hillary Clinton so that I can get my official woman card. I'm with her, deal me in. Lots of those responses on Twitter. And it really isn't just a woman thing at all. Now, the hashtag woman card has, as I said, been trending very heavily in the United States. Most people using it to really highlight the inequalities that there are.
I was going to say, I'm not sure what advantages you necessarily get with the woman card.
Exactly, and that is the whole point. Ladies, the woman card gives you a 21% discount on your salary. Historically, the woman card is the most effective way to win the presidency, so I get the frustration, bit of sarcasm there, because as you see from that image, we haven't had a female president yet. Other tweets on this subject: tried to use my woman card at an ATM to pull out $20, got $15.60 instead. And this one, wondering if woman card comes in the pink razor box, maybe that's why it cost more. Now, a lot of these arguments have beautifully summed up in this article in the Washington Post by Alexandra Petri. She's a fabulous writer, does a lot on the presidential campaign, usually with a rather sideways look at it all. And some of my favourite comments from her are these: the woman card entitles you to constant scrutiny and judgment from all corners at all times, whether you asked for it or not. And unlike man cards, woman cards do not increase in value as they age. In fact, they depreciate. Do not collect woman cards, even in mint condition. They are worthless.
It's very depressing, but you've got to say there's a bit of that we can all recognise, I'm sure. Finally, let's move on, Emma, to a bit of UK-US rivalry with a royal touch. And one video which has been posted on Twitter is set to go viral, and it has a bit of an all-star cast, doesn't it?
It certainly does. The Invictus Games are due to get underway in Orlando, Florida, later on this month, and the Americans have really thrown down the gauntlet because the First Lady, Michelle Obama, tweeted a video earlier on today saying, "Hey, at Kensington Royal," obviously a royal account, "are you ready for Invictus Orlando Game On?" Now, Prince Harry, who is the man who's been largely behind the Invictus Games, tweeted, "How on earth am I going to top that?" Came up with this idea. "Unfortunately for you, First Lady of the United States and the President, I wasn't alone when you sent me that video." Now let's take a look at what they posted online earlier today.
These are all the individuals from last year doing their thing, running 100 metres and all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And the American man here was incredibly fast.
It's quite close, isn't it?
Oh, message? Oh, from Michelle. How very amusing. So we like to watch it together?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Prince Harry, remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Boom.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
Well, I have to say, I think the Queen's acting was slightly better than Prince Harry's there.
I think it was considerably better, I have to say. Now, just to
Had more
explain
practice.
exactly, the Invictus Games, it is involving injured servicemen and women. The goal is to inspire recovery and support rehabilitation. Not everyone likes that video. The Daily Beast's royal reporter has said, "Who let them make it?" He felt it wasn't in keeping with the royal necessary dignity for the Queen in particular. But not everyone agrees. This is my favourite tweet on it. "This may well be the greatest video ever. Queen and Prince Harry's hilarious video reply to Obama's Invictus boast." And I really do think the Queen was the star of that show. Prince Harry probably the weakest link.
He was. Needs to work on his acting skills there, perhaps, but a great course there. Thanks very much. Emma James there with Media Watch.